Invincible, Amazon Prime's new show. It's a cartoon show, but in the words of Dave Chappelle, you better not bring your kids. This movie has excessive sex, a ridiculous amount of violence. I gotta dig violence in a movie. And an extraordinary amount of bad language. So it's like the world brought into this cartoon, starring Steven Yeun from Walking Dead series, J.K. Simmons from Just About Everything Comics, Sandra Oh, Zaza Beetz, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker's in this, Carrie Patton from Walking Dead is also in there. There's a lot of Walking Dead people in this. And it's about a guy that comes to Earth from another planet. And he becomes their version of Superman, Omni-Man, the most powerful superhero on the planet. And he comes to the planet and he becomes their superhero. And he's living there and he's helping people. He meets a woman, they have a child, they're married and everything. The child, he tells, you'll eventually have superpowers. You're going to be just like... The kid gets his powers way later than Dad had initially anticipated. He thought he'd get his powers when he was younger. He got them real late. So he was a little nervous about that. But he does get his powers and he calls himself Invincible. He's invulnerable, he's super fast. He's got some other powers too. He can fly. They released the first 3 episodes so you can watch it. It's to pull you in, man. It's to get you watching. And it worked because I'm pulled in. I'm invested. Invincible is not really a great guy as far as like being loved by his peers and by other people. He's kind of nervous and geeky and he only has one real friend. So girls aren't that interested in him. But once he gets his powers, he becomes more confident. And 2 girls are interested in him. And they're kind of competing. They don't know they're actually competing, but they're kind of competing for his attention. That's an interesting part of the story. More will come from that. He meets another team of superheroes, and he decides to join that team, so he becomes one of them. Then there's an invasion, man. An invasion by these creatures who live in a different speed of time. So when they come here, after a few minutes of attacking the planet, they start to age really fast, so they run away. Then they build these bracelets. A few days later, which is like 10 years for them, they build some bracelets that allow them to come here and defy time as long as the bracelets aren't broken. Bracelets gets broken, they take off again. Then they come back and they just can live here without, any extra bracelets or whatever. So that was kind of an interesting thing. A few things happened with that. Invincible's father has a terrible secret. One of the members of the team, Robot, has a little bit of a secret too. But Invincible's father has a secret. If you watch the series, you'll see, the first 3 episodes, they show you that dude may not be exactly who he pretends to be. It had a bunch of invasions. That was the main thing to me. Why do these people keep attacking him? There were these twins that couldn't decide which one was the clone. It's one dude and he's got a clone and the clone thinks he's real. The guy thinks he's real. Neither one of them are 100% sure which one's real. They play a big part in the movie, bigger than what was shown so far. They're going to do something in the future that's going to lead to more story. But this movie's got everybody in it. Shara Ali is in it. Chad L. Coleman is in it. Dujman Husan. I know I said that wrong, but I've only seen his name spelled. I don't know how to say it. There's a bunch of people. Ezra Miller is in it. There's a ton of people in here, so I think it's going to be good because they put so much effort into the story and the cast. Man, it's cartoon, but it's really, really good. If you are not watching it, you definitely should. Invincible. great story. So good, in fact, that I will give the first 3 episodes of Invincible an 8. Almost said a 7, but I'm going to say 8. Very, very good show. But now that we've talked about it, let's talk some more in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.
Popcorn passport. Get your popcorn passport.